Show. Y'all wanna know about the mystery of flight? Y'all wanna hear about the scene done right? So kill your TV and just come outside. We're gonna take you on a beautiful ride. The Fling Show. 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 The Fling Show.
You're our special guest.
Hey, Dave's not here, man.
No. This is Dave. I'm Dave.
Who?
Dave.
Hey! Merry Christmas!
Do it.
Ho, ho, ho! How you guys doing?
Hey, it's
Thanks
the real
for having
Santa.
us on.
Hey, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Hi, Chrissy.
Oh, this is awesome.
Cheers. Good to see
Welcome
you
to the
guys.
show, Santa. You don't know how big a fan I am of Santa Claus. If anybody knows me, they understand. If you see my house, it's all decorated with you and your wife.
Well, I
So
love
welcome
it.
to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be on.
Where's the old lady?
She's back here on the computer making
Okay.
stuff happen. She's
All right.
behind the scenes getting the elves whooped in shape. You know, we got a lot of stuff to do this Christmas.
Well, no doubt. And with COVID and everything, how does that affect your operations there? I'm assuming you're in the north part of Austin.
Yeah, we're in Northwell's branch.
Okay.
We're in the BD layer right now.
Right on.
You know, making all the people happy to get presents and their orders in, and just making the world a better place and a positive by spreading the infection.
Right on. Well, I've got to say, just from checking out everything that's been going on, your Facebook page is blowing up as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's just amazing what you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about some of your experiences since you became the real Santa?
Oh, well, that actually started about 4 years ago, working with Share the Will and Apoyando Un Angel foundations, and we get donations, and every year we give out presents to about 600 families over the years, and we work with veterans, and we go to like Camp Mabry and Fort Hood, and we give out presents to the soldiers and their family. And it's just been one of those things that it's escalated and gotten bigger and bigger every year. And I've been Santa about 4 times this past week at different events. So it's been great. And I've been on the board of directors of Share the Will Foundation for 2 years now. And we go and help veterans and families. And tomorrow we're bringing presents to Safe House for battered women to help their families out. So it's one of the things that we try to do to spread the love with the Christmas spirit, you know.
Well, I love that, man. And in fact, that's the reason that I wanted to bring you on, because the pictures that I was seeing when I was going across your Facebook, we're friends. You guys don't know I'm friends with Santa on Facebook. And that's how I was able to make this happen, you know, because we were back and forth. But now I'm watching your pictures, and I see you with the special needs kids, and I see you with the old lady just loving life, you know, and you're bringing so much joy to me just looking at your page, you know. And so I'm very grateful that you came on and to make our holiday kind of bring a little bit of cheer to the fling team is kind of what I was hoping to do, and you've definitely done that in bukus, and I just want to say thanks, man.
Hey, thank you for having me. And yeah, we've been friends for almost 20 years.
No doubt.
Your brother really got me into the game. I mean, I was playing for probably about 3 or 4 months whenever I ran into him on hole 1 at Mary Moore Seawright, and there you go. We've been friends ever since, and he's introduced me to you and your nephews, and I've played with him for at least 10 years before he retired and decided to become a triathlon.
Yeah. And,
I love sharing positivity, and that's what I've been doing for years. And it's just one of those things where, you know, the more positivity you put out there, the more positivity you get back, and spread the love as best as possible.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And one of my inspirations growing up was I wore Ocean Pacific when I was younger, but I never surfed. So my goal was, I thought disc golf really needed something to display or kind of show what disc golf meant in a passionate way. So if I was wearing OP as a kid, not being in a place where I was surfing, I thought, man, people who don't even play disc golf can enjoy and appreciate the sport. If I can come up with images and graphics and a storyline that kind of gets kids off the couch to maybe play disc golf, or if they don't, just wear the attire to kind of build the sport. So just over the last couple of years, just seeing this whole thing for everybody in the disc golf community just kind of blow up, and people get that bigger appreciation for disc golf, it's kind of like a dream come true, just watching it happen. I feel like a lot of people underestimate how intense disc golf gets. Like when we're out there playing, it really is an intense sport, even though it's kind of like a golf game where you're throwing frisbees. And I kind of wanted to put some imagery out there that kind of displayed kind of what we felt like we're basket slayers, not just throwing plastic out in the woods with our buddies. So I think when people start playing and seeing some of the imagery put together with that, I think they get a little bit more respect for the game, kind of like what we're going through emotionally. When I first created Black Zombie, I've been playing disc golf since 1992. And of course, even though I played disc golf, it wasn't as serious in my brain that it was like ever going to be anything. So when I first started Black Zombie, it was a skateboard line. And that was about around the 9/11 time. So a lot of companies had struggles, including myself. So I just closed the doors. And lo and behold, like a good zombie, we rose up to the occasion. I was like, you know what? I'm passionate about disc golf. Why not put my ideas into disc golf instead of skateboarding, which is already there and has its thing. So that's kind of how we came to be. In 2012, we resurrected it into being a disc golf line. It's been great to work together, and having the whole disc golf family, since I've been playing for so many years like you guys have. It's just really neat to have been doing something on a passionate level where we didn't have the bright lights, big city effect. And after all this stuff, we knew how cool and how good it was. And all of a sudden, over the pandemic, it just exploded, accelerated. And really, it's kind of like watching your baby grow up, and other people appreciate it. New players come in and tell me how great it is, and just watching them experience something that I already had love for 25 years. It just kind of gives me chills right now.
What does that mean to be sponsored by Black Zombie? I mean, how does that play out for the player?
Yeah, it kind of depends. There's different levels. We're kind of see ourselves more like a club, a motivator, that stepping stone to get to a bigger company like, say, Mint or Lone Star or Innova. We've had some pretty big players like Nick Roughton, Tony Farrow, and some others that have been with us where we actually give them some free jerseys, free discs. We even did some special runs for Tony Farrow and Nick Roughton. But a lot of the players, we just give really good discounts. We have specials. We have ways they can win stuff. If they're involved with a tournament, or their tournament director will send some stuff like donations. So we try to keep our donations kind of not always limited, but limited to the players on the team. And right now we have 438 players on our team, and hopefully about 500 by the end of January we'll have on our team.
We actually have a team drive right now. We have people sending emails to Garen at blackzombie.com that are telling us their goals for 2022, what they do for the community, what they do for disc golf, how they work with social media, if they really want to support Team Black Zombie. We're going through that email list right now, sending them responses, and then now my Facebook is blowing up from messages from people that want to be on the team. So now I have to respond to everybody, and now I have a bunch of new friends on Facebook.
Right now, I really like to motivate people, like to give people better disc golf experience as far as if it's a player that's played for 2 or 3 months, wants to be on a team, see what it feels like. Just gives them a chance to really plug into the community and have a positive experience. And then some of these players are going to be the new big pros of tomorrow, and maybe we're that launching pad to get them there. Probably the biggest moment we had was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, but Ricky Wysocki was throwing, when he was throwing harps. That must have been like 3 or so years ago.
Yeah.
But he was throwing a harp. It was his favorite harp. It had the big BZ logo on there, so everyone saw him throwing that. And just kind of cool that still some of the infection slips through the cracks where they're like still throwing their frisbees, but we stamp others.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat that it's creeping out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I saw it was Bradley Williams was throwing a Black Zombie Stamp Destroyer, and they commented, what was that disc? That was a Black Zombie Stamp Destroyer you just threw on that. You know, it's cool to hear it on one of the disc golf tournaments. You're watching, wait, did he just say Black Zombie?
Yeah, we obviously we have 6 different molds, 2 mids, 2 drivers, and 2 putters, and we do proprietary stuff from Gateway. And Gateway's great, but we know that players play with a lot of different plastics, so we also do custom stamping with Innova, Discraft, Dynamic Disc, Legacy, so that way everybody can get a piece of the infection. And the infection really is disc golf, not Black Zombie, but we push that infection, just trying to do our part to grow disc golf.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can get Lone Star in the mix there. That'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're putting out some really good stuff, and stuff that I've kind of fallen in love with. So hopefully, maybe one day.
One of the companies that I was inspired from when I was growing up was No Fear and Stussy, and both of them have really cool graphics. And as a kid, I was like, man, I'd love to be able to, I want to wear these shirts and buy this cool stuff. And my goal has been to get kids out of playing video games and off the couch and doing stuff, and I into playing disc golf. But if they don't have the right shiny objects in front of them to make them think it's cool, so we named them like the weapons, the zombie stuff, really just kind of like, hey, you can play video games outside. It's like virtual reality, but it's real.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Austin. Congratulations on his Mint sponsorship, and shout out to Chrissy. She's a great ambassador of disc golf in the Austin area, and we love her. She does so much amazing things for the community, and keep up the great work. And we're gonna see you guys out on the course.
But I do want to piggyback just real quick. We too are fortunate to have Chrissy. She has been a great addition, along with Meredith. Once again, Miss Meredith, something kind of happened. We don't want to get into details. Nothing really bad. Kind of a Noah flood situation, but she's overcoming it. We'll have her on again next week. But we're so fortunate to have both Chrissy and Meredith on, because they make Jimmy and I so much better. They make our show complete. Without you two, it definitely just would never be the same. So we feel the same thing about you as well.
We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Everybody have a great Christmas. See y'all next year.
Just come outside. We're gonna take you on a beautiful